I understand your concern for your friend, but it's all you've talked about today. You mustn't feel guilty about what Candace has done. I only wish she had kept her appointment with me on Monday. Perhaps none of this would have happened. But quite frankly, Jessica, I'm much more concerned about you. You've been under a great deal of stress lately from everything I've heard about your family. How are you holding up?
I'm fine. Really, I am.
Now, why don't I believe you? You're holding back something, Jessica. Don't try to deny it. I can always tell. Let me ask you something. Do you trust me?
Well, yeah, I guess. Sorta.
Sorta. Sorta doesn't quite cut it in here, I'm afraid. You see, Jessica, our relationship does not work without trust. You have to trust me implicitly, without any kind of hesitation, or I'm not really going to be able to help you.
I see. Well, I do trust you.
Do you? Do you really? I wonder. Jessica, I would like you to take off your clothes.
What?
You heard me. Take off your clothes.
No.
Why not? Well, you would do it for your family doctor if he asked you during an examination, wouldn't you?
Well, that's different.
It's different only because you trust him. Jessica, first, let me assure you that I have no intention of asking you to do such a thing. However, in the weeks to come, I will be exploring your innermost thoughts, hopes, and dreams. In a psychological sense, seeing you naked. And you are going to have to trust me enough to do that. Do you see what I'm saying?
I think so.
Good. I think next week we should work on some trust-building exercises. Games, really. I find some of them to be quite fun. Together, we will work toward a mutual trust that will enable me to help you. Shall we say same time next Friday? Good. Come on, I'll walk you to the elevator. By the way, I got some very good news today. The hospital has agreed to help finance a halfway house I plan to start to help runaway teens. It will give them the security they need while I work with them and their parents to see if they can't put their family back together. I thought I would name it the Erica Downing Halfway House for Troubled Teens, in memory of your friend.
Oh, Dr. McAvoy, that's wonderful news.
Yes, I'd rather hoped you would think so. I've already found a nice secluded building. I'm going out there tomorrow to look it over and to clean it up a little. Say, I've got an idea. How would you like to come with me?
Me? Why?
To help me, of course. I trust you do know how to clean.
Yeah, I know how to do that.
Oh, then how about it? We won't stay long, I promise. You'll be back in plenty of time to go out with your friends or whatever you do on a Saturday night. Besides, I could use a little advice from a teenager. You'll understand needs that I might not have thought of. What do you say?
And you said yes?
Yes.
Splendid! I'll pick you up around 10?
I said yes.
Why did you agree to go with him?
Because I didn't have one good reason not to. He was my doctor, and in spite of what had happened during our session, he hadn't really given me one good reason to distrust him.
Get in the driver's seat.
You're joking, right?
The first step of you trusting me is me trusting you.
But what if we get pulled over?
We'll tell them it's a scientific experiment.
I respect her in each and every way. With intellectual discussions in a daddy Chevrolet. We'll let into each other till we're fogging up the windows. Give it up and go home. I've been here all night long. Well, you were heaven tonight, but now the time seems fine better. Give it up and go home. Give it up and go home. Give it up and go home.
Is this it?
This is it. Or at least it will be after a little work.
It looks like it needs a lot of work, if you ask me.
Well, I never said it was going to be easy. Oh, come on, I'll show you the inside. So, what do you think? Dirty, I know.
Where did these chairs come from?
Oh, I brought them out earlier this week so there would be something to sit on and take a break. Now, I have to unpack some supplies from the car, so why don't you take a good look around and start thinking of ideas until I get back?
Okay.
Oh, before I forget, don't go down into the cellar. The lights aren't working down there, and the stairs don't seem very stable. I don't want you to get hurt. Now, promise me you won't.
I promise.
That's my girl. Don't worry, I'll only be a few minutes. My, I'll have to hurry if I don't want to get wet.
Hello? Is someone down there? Are you all right? Candace! Oh my God! Candace! Oh dear God! What happened? Who did this to you?
Jessica, you're here. Is God?
Is who gone? What are you talking about?
Jessica, I don't know how you found me, but listen to me. You gotta get out of here before it's too late. Go get help.
I've got to take you with me, for God's sake. I can't just leave you here.
I can't, Jessica. I'm too tired. I haven't eaten in days. You've got to go. You got to bring back somebody to help us both.
I don't have to go get help. Dr. McAvoy is here with me. He'll help you. I know he will.
No.
I know you don't like him, but he's a good man. He'll help us. He'll protect us.
Jessica, listen to me. You have to leave now. You have to escape now. Please run. Run as fast as you can. And as far as you can.
You're not making any sense.
Oh my God. Oh my God. He's coming back. Please, God, don't let me live. If you can't save me, then take my soul now.
What are you talking about, Candace? Who's coming? Dr. McAvoy. Thank goodness you're here. Candace is down here. I don't know how she got down here or what she's doing. Dr. McAvoy?
You disobedient little bitch. I gave you one rule, one simple request for you to follow, and you broke it. I am truly sorry, my dear, but I'm afraid you have to be punished.
Punished?
Of course. How else are you going to learn that you must do what I tell you at all times? Now, to start, I want you to take off your clothes.
What?
You heard me. Take off your clothes.
Was that when you raped her?